kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Two plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Locke. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Ross Blacklock able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case. Yeah,
and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 6.
Here we go. 51.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
The pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? this could cost them.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the turnover, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw it is Locke. And finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Clock working out of the gun. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 12.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Clock now on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Gibson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but you know, some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well, they're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Complete to C.J.
Lock's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. Reception here by Ruggs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up second.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion by really...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. Oh, he knocks him over. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up the goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The pass is complete to Devontae Adams.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
Raiders nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Lock now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Locke again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
To Josh Jacobs.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the... line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's the backup Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Locke. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, I think you understand.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ross Blacklock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Get in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this.